The most expensive-looking living rooms of mid-2026 are not trying to impress with more objects, they are using fewer, stronger decisions. One wall carries real architectural weight, one sofa defines the room, one light fixture changes the evening mood, and every material has to earn its place. The new luxury living room feels warmer than minimalism, cleaner than maximalism, and much more personal than the beige rooms that filled the last few years. What matters now is the balance: softness against stone, color against restraint, technology against calm, and drama without visual noise. Let's start with the trend that quietly changes the entire room before a single accessory is added: the architectural focal wall. The first major 2026 move is replacing the decorative accent wall with a true architectural focal wall. In luxury rooms, that wall is no longer just paint or paneling, it becomes storage, fireplace, art surface, lighting layer, and spatial anchor at the same time. The strongest versions use honed stone, book-matched slabs, fluted walnut, or softly polished plaster so the texture feels expensive even before furniture enters the scene. I would avoid making every wall equally special, because the room becomes calmer when one surface is clearly in charge. Once the focal wall is resolved, every sofa line, coffee table, and lamp can orbit around it with much more confidence. The second trend is the move from isolated sofas to seating landscapes that shape how the room feels before anyone sits down. Curved sectionals, low lounge islands, and generous ottomans are becoming the luxury alternative to the old sofa and two chairs formula. The best rooms still leave clear circulation, so the sculptural seating feels intentional rather than oversized. I especially like layouts where the main sofa bends slightly toward the view, the fireplace, and the conversation zone at once. That gentle curve makes luxury feel less like a showroom and more like a room designed for slow evenings. Ceilings are becoming one of the most visible luxury upgrades because they change the room without taking up floor space. In mid-2026, the best ceiling ideas are not random decoration, they are planes, coves, beams, and lighting channels that clarify the architecture. A floating wood ceiling over the seating zone can make an open-plan room feel intimate without adding a wall. The danger is overlighting, especially when every cove, pendant, shelf, and floor lamp competes for attention. A luxury ceiling should guide the eye upward, then gently return attention to the people, the view, and the furniture below. A useful rule is to light the architecture first and the decoration second. If the ceiling already has rhythm, the pendant can be quieter and more sculptural. That restraint is what keeps the room expensive instead of theatrical. Warm minimalism is still here, but the mid-2026 version has more texture, more tactility, and less fear of personality. The room can stay quiet, but it should not feel empty. Oak grain, wool rugs, lime plaster, and linen give the eye something gentle to read. This is where a single sage chair, graphite lamp, or smoky ceramic piece can do more than a full shelf of accessories. The goal is not to remove life from the room, it is to remove the friction that makes the room feel busy. When warm minimalism works, the living room looks simple at first glance and richer the longer you stay with it. Color is coming back into luxury living rooms, but not as a loud all-over statement. The more current move is one or two saturated accents placed against a disciplined base of ivory, mushroom, oak, or stone. Oxblood, deep teal, olive, aubergine, and burnt coral look especially strong when the finishes around them stay refined. This is not the return of cluttered maximalism. It is color used like jewelry, chosen carefully and given room to breathe. If I were updating one neutral living room for 2026, I would add a single deep color before buying another beige chair. The safest place for strong color is often the piece you already want to notice. A velvet chair, lacquer cabinet, or oversized artwork can carry the whole palette. Everything else should support it, not compete with it. The most cinematic luxury living rooms of 2026 often refuse to stop at the glass line. Indoor-outdoor living is not new, but the update is making the terrace feel like a designed extension of the sofa arrangement, not a separate patio. Matching floor levels, repeated stone, aligned ceiling planes, and outdoor furniture that is actually as refined as the indoor pieces are what make the transition believable. The landscape also has to be edited, because luxury greenery frames architecture instead of swallowing it. When the room opens this way, the view becomes part of the interior palette. For this trend, the floor detail matters more than people think. A clean flush threshold can make the entire house feel larger and more expensive. It is a small construction decision with a very large emotional payoff. Lighting is becoming more collectible, more sculptural, and much less anonymous. A living room can be very calm, but if the pendant, floor lamp, or wall light has character, the entire space feels curated. The key is scale. A small decorative light in a grand room disappears, while a huge fixture in a low room can feel forced. In 2026, the best fixtures look like useful sculpture, not jewelry added at the last minute. When lighting has that level of intention, even the quiet corners of the living room start to feel designed. The final trend is the one that makes luxury living rooms feel calm even when they are doing a lot. Screens, speakers, charging, climate, storage, and shading are being hidden inside architecture instead of displayed as separate gadgets. A media wall can now disappear behind art panels, a speaker can vanish into acoustic plaster, and a side table can quietly power the room. This matters because the most future-facing living room is not the one that looks technical, it is the one that gives you options without asking for attention. That is the real mid-2026 luxury: drama when you want it, silence when you do not, and a room that adapts without losing its beauty. The trend that ties all of these rooms together is a stronger respect for texture you can almost feel through the screen. Luxury is moving toward finishes that look crafted rather than manufactured, but still perfectly maintained, precise, and intentionally polished. Hand-troweled plaster, honed limestone, tailored linen, refined oak, and clean leather all add depth without demanding a louder palette. The important distinction is refinement. Natural materials should feel warm and alive, not unfinished or neglected. When craftsmanship becomes the decoration, the living room can stay quiet and still feel deeply expensive. The living room trends that will last beyond 2026 are the ones that improve the architecture first and the decoration second. A stronger focal wall, a better seating shape, richer light, one decisive color, and invisible technology can change the entire mood without making the room feel crowded. If you remember one idea, let it be this: luxury is no longer just about expensive finishes, but about how calmly every decision works together. Keep the rooms that felt most alive to you, and use them as a filter for what your own perfect living room should become next.